Tom Brady, I don't know if you heard this, is going to be going to Foxborough Sunday in his first trip back to face the New England Patriots since he left a couple years ago. There are some very unique props our friend at Caesars have thrown out there for this week's game, so we're going to break them down for you right now. First and foremost, the Buccaneers are currently a 7-point favorite with a total of 49. We'll break that down for you during Sunday morning show. Prop number 1. What quarter does Tom Brady break the Drew Brees passing record? Remember, Brady's going for history. He's currently 68 yards from passing Drew Brees for the all-time passing yardage record. Slightly different.
I'm going to take the second quarter. Brother Fortenbaugh, I like the price better. It's simply just a price mechanic that's not. And think about this, too. The New England Patriots do have a really, really good pass defense. Bill Belichick knows the strengths and weaknesses of Tom Brady and the type of offense he likes to run. He knows where he likes to go with the ball, with what looks are presented his way. And with this, I expect to be a lower scoring game than maybe the market is showing. I think Brady will have 40, 50 passing yards in the first quarter and then get it in the second quarter. Keep in mind, Belichick is going to keep the ball out of Brady's hands as well. So if Mac Jones can move the rock against that suspect Tampa Bay defense, he may not have the opportunity outside of 1 or 2 drives in the first quarter.
I agree. And the pricing here is ridiculous that the straddle is this dramatic. Minus 240 in the first, plus 200 in the second. If you get 68 yards a quarter, that's 272 passing yards a game. That's above the average for most quarterbacks, the average quarterback in the NFL. So we're asking him to do a lot. He's doing it on the road. If the Patriots get the ball first and sustain 2 drives in the first quarter, just 2, meaning the first drive, kick it to New England and then get it back, Brady may only see it one time. And the New England defense isn't terrible.
Right.
So the idea that it's minus 240 to pick up 68 passing yards on the road against a good defense in the first quarter, Sunday Night Football, loud crowd, all that stuff, no way. It's all about pricing. I'm shocked that the pricing is set that way. Prop number 2, the yardage, total amount of yardage of the record-breaking pass when it eventually happens. 11 to 15 yards is plus 250. 6 to 10 yards is plus 300.
Again, I'm just going to go with the price here. The better value, plus $3. Brady has weapons that like to operate near the line of scrimmage outside of Antonio Brown, who it looks like will be back. You know, guys like Rob Gronkowski, Chris Godwin, the bevy of tailbacks, Giovanni Bernard, Leonard Fournette that he has. Those guys like to operate closer to the line of scrimmage. Brady likes to get rid of the ball quickly to negate the rush, and I think Bill Belichick will have some type of scheme that can generate pressure on Tom Brady. So I think it's going to be a shorter pass that breaks the record, especially since I'm getting an extra 50 cents there.
Okay, complete agreement on this one as well. I'll play the price. Do you know how difficult it is to handicap something like this? Do we know what down and distance it's going to be when he tries to break the record? Do we know if the pass is going to be tipped and redirected to another player? Do we know if it's going to come on a play in which a Tampa Bay or a New England defender jumps off sides so Brady takes a deep shot down the field? There are so many variables at play here. I'm strictly going with the better price. Brady's averaging 7.7 yards per attempt this season. Attempt, not completion. Maybe this comes on a 15-yard completion. But I mean, how? How do you handicap something like this? Just give me the better price. Number 3, the yardage of Rob Gronkowski's first reception in this game. Over 10.5 yards or under. Overs minus 125, under minus 105.
Again, the better price stands out there. Gronk is someone who I imagine Bill Belichick is going to have near the top of his defensive game plan because he knows what Gronk can do with Tom Brady, chucking him that pill. The Patriots have a very capable defense, especially against the pass. They're more of a run funnel. So I think Brady will have a less efficient day moving the football through the air than he has had in recent games. I don't know if it'll look like the Rams because he was getting chunk yardage and kind of bogging down in the red zone, but he's not going to be throwing every single pass for 12, 15 yards per attempt. Famous last words for this Tom Brady against a Bill Belichick defense. So better price, I'll go under 10.5.
All right, we are going to differ on this one. I'll go with the over 10.5. First off, nice 30-cent straddle here, Caesars. We couldn't deal this at minus 120 and even money. We had to go minus 125 and minus 105. I know that these are your own unique props. Come on, we can do a little bit better there. We can do a little bit better. I'll go with the minus 125 because every time I see Brady and Gronkowski hooking up, it seems like it's down the field. It seems like Gronk is streaking down the field, and that's where Brady's looking for him. I can't get the play against the Rams out of my mind. It was early, and Brady missed him. because he had to unload the ball early, and Aikman did a really good job breaking down why that play didn't work out, but it did hit Gronk in the hands. It feels like it's really just an eye test thing. I have no data to back this up. It just feels like Gronk is open more often when he's streaking down the field rather than these little 5-yard outs. Oh, by the way, 11.5 yards per reception he's averaging this year, so maybe a catch and run as well. You never know how that's going to play out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.